सलासल सोयाबीन की फसल भी सब नष्ट हो गई हमारी, कोई मतलब ही नहीं है खेती में।
काही भी गहूँ मसूर काही चने काही भी बागा बिचारा तो पेट तो भरागा।
और इधर के जो छोटे किसान हैं सब मजदूरी करने जा रहे हैं बाहर, क्या करेंगे, यहाँ पे पानी दे ही नहीं।
पानी कम गिरने से सोयाबीन की फसलें लगभग नष्ट हो चुकी है। 75% से 80% फसलें नष्ट हो चुकी
तो कहीं खाओ किसान लोग की ये हालत है माँ की।
क्या भाई पड़ रही जमीन और क्या बोए इसमें तो पानी की व्यवस्था ही नहीं है हमारे पास।
तो कुड़ा में तो वो पिया को पानी भी नहीं मिलता अपना यहाँ।
30% में फली नहीं है, दाने नहीं है ये नहीं। अब किसान क्या खाएगा, क्या करेगा बेचारा वो।
Madhya Pradesh is a state of having a geographical area of 30.8 million hectares. It is ranking 7th in irrigation, but a modest 21st in rainfall. The state is predominantly agriculture oriented as 80% of its population is dependent on agriculture. The government of Madhya Pradesh and Water Resources Department has introduced Kundalia Irrigation Project as its ambitious program to increase water use efficiency in agriculture through pressurized irrigation and micro-irrigation. Kundalia Irrigation Project Left Bank is awarded to Larsen and Toubro on turnkey contract basis including 5 years of operation and maintenance. This project is funded by Asian Development Bank. Kundalia Irrigation Project Left Bank is located in Agar Malwa and parts of Rajgarh district. The minimum cultivable command area to be covered in this project is 63,548 hectare, touching the lives of 146 villages, including 87 in Susner Tehsil, 54 in Nalkheda Tehsil, 1 in Agar Tehsil, and 4 in Zirapur Tehsil. Total of 28.6 cumecs of water is drawn from Kundalia Dam Reservoir through approach channel having length of 1.78 km and connected to pump house for bay. Here, water for irrigation is pumped through VT pumps into MS rising mains and delivered into 2 numbers of delivery chambers. Further distribution is planned through MS and HDPE gravity networks at farmers' fields for micro irrigation planned up to 1 hectare check.
Project journey of Kundalia Irrigation Project is really a memorable journey. Presently we are at last phase of the project where successfully we have started delivering the water to the farmers. And daily basis new areas are getting charged and continuously we are getting farmers blessing. For any team leader, really it's always a special moment, and pleasure of these special moments cannot be expressed in words. Right now, I along with my teammates enjoying these moments, and parallel it is motivating us to complete all the balance activity at a faster rate to enable us to see smile face of last corner farmers at the earliest. Here looking at back, journey was not as smooth as we thought. Lot of unexpected challenges have been faced during this journey. In this project, challenges started from the day one itself. As our package is awarded after completion of dam construction, and by the time L&T landed in field, WRD had started impounding of the dam reservoir, resulted submergence of complete approach channel area. Imaging a task of excavation for more than 5 lakh cubic meter at a depth of 20 to 30 meter in submerged area. Really thanks to CMPC team for their valuable guidance which helped in completion of task. Another big challenge which team has faced was encroachment of available elevated area by religious establishment. Elevation is a prime component for any gravity based water supply scheme. Here, as to get vacant encroachment related to religious establishment is quite tough and also having social implications. We were compelled to look for alternatives. Here, I am again thankful to our EDRC team who had done wonderful contribution by designing one of the Asia's largest elevated storage RCC water tank. Apart from above challenges which caused increased in execution scope of work, COVID outbreak had made the task even more challenging, resulted demand to change the complete construction program to achieve the desired outcomes. But thanks to again guidance from our senior management team and efficient planning team available at project, who come out with the idea of phase-wise commissioning, which helped us to gain the farmers' confidence and also supported in getting ROU clearance for balance pipeline work. After the start of commissioning activities, we were able to lay the balance pipelines at much faster rate, and farmers started cooperating with us in want of early water. Overall, really it's a proud moment for me to lead such an energetic and enthusiastic team and work for this wonderful organization who continuously brings such laurels for the society, and most importantly has given me the opportunity to be part of it.
We have started the approach channel excavation works immediately after receipt of LOA from WRD client in 2018 April. But by June 2018, Government of Madhya Pradesh and WRD client decided to impound the water in Kundalia Dam reservoir. As a result, major portion of the approach channel out of 1.78 kilometers got submerged in water, and our excavation works got hampered drastically. With the support of EDRC, CMPC and senior management, we had devised strategies and planned to execute the excavation works in 3 segmental portions. With the team's hard work and dedication, we could able to complete the approach channel excavation works on time.
When we could not find any hill at the required place to build the delivery chambers, ultimately our engineering design team has proposed to build the elevated delivery chamber. We received the GFC drawing from engineering design team for delivery chambers, which is mega structure DC1A and 1B. It covers total 7,415 square meter of area. It has a total 81 numbers of footing and 96 numbers of column in each tank. The height of the structure is 31.25 meter from the ground level. Due to the massive size of the structure, with 4 layers of tie beam, total 4,340 running meter, and 5 lifts of column, 480 numbers of column lift. We decided to cast full height of the column, tie beam to tie beam, in a single pour, and we made 5.4 meter height column shutter by using our system formwork. And we reduced 50% construction time as compared to the normal conventional method for each delivery chamber. And finally, with everyone's support, we have successfully completed one of the Asia's largest elevated RCC delivery chambers on time, without any incident, and both the tanks are operational now.
In our project, multiple river crossings were there within the command area. 2300 mm dia river crossing was one of the major challenges faced during execution. And support from our management and EDRC, we received separate drawings in time and started the river crossing. Civil encasement and mechanical works in segments and in sequential manners, such as anchoring, PCC laying, raft pouring, pipe laying, encasement, border filling, backfilling. After completion of all the execution activities, necessary steps were taken and ensured proper leveling and restoration of river.
The outbreak of COVID-19 pandemic in 2020 and 2021 has created a sense of chaos within the project and everywhere around the world, which has adversely affected not only the execution activities but also attributed delays in supplies of major construction materials such as TNT, cement, structural steels, MS and HDB fittings, blasting materials, miscellaneous tools and tackles, etc. In order to mitigate the further loss of delays, we have sought permission from District Collector for work resumption, follow strict SOPs and guidelines laid by Government of India, Government of Madhya Pradesh and L&T. During that period, we have conducted several virtual meetings through MS Team with our senior management and WRD officials to devise new plans and strategies to meet the deadlines for start delivery of water in Rabi season 2022 without further delaying farmers' hope. Accordingly, we have implemented phase-wise sequential commissionings of subsystems and aligned our resources, manpower to achieve the desired objective and eventually succeeded to start pumping operations in February 22 to deliver water to beneficiary farmers in Nalkeda and Susnet Tehsil. Utmost care was taken by our accounts, IR and site team in safeguarding the health and well-being of our workers and staff during COVID-19 period by providing essential facilities such as medical treatment, quarantine rooms and rations to workers.
As we are aware, construction activities has many environmental impact. As part of environmental management plan, we have followed and implemented safe working procedure at site for each activities. Further, air, water, noise monitored and recorded on quarterly basis. Housekeeping, waste disposal and safety PPs are maintained regularly at workplace. To balance the environmental impact, we have implemented tree plantation initiatives within the project command area with the site team, our customer, local authorities, schools and demonstrated our commitment to environmental sustainability.
When we talk about the project quality, it's about setting the bar high, not just meeting the standard but exceeding them. Over the course of the project, we have dedicated ourselves to delivering not just results but results of the highest quality. We firmly believe that quality is not just a choice but it is a commitment to excellence. We have made our project site a hub of innovation, a place where bold ideas becomes reality, where we set the standard for elevating the quality of the work and client expectation. I express my gratitude to every member of the project team for the unwavering commitment to quality. Once we started the implementation of Kundalia Lift Bank Irrigation Project, we found that by the time we were ready with our designs for the approach channel excavations, the dam was already started to impound water. So it became a challenge to actually excavate underwater. So this was one of the first challenge that we faced. Then this project also involves a number of distribution chambers, which are basically elevated water storages of huge size, unprecedented in India. And these were to be placed on certain on hills. So initially we found that for two of these distribution chambers, the hills were not stable or strong enough to hold such a huge volume and weight of water. So we had to actually resort to some design changes and have elevated water storage tanks. And these tanks actually have a lot of, 96 number of columns, so about 198 for two tanks. These together hold water of about 57,000 cubic meters. And this is perhaps the largest elevated water storage tank in India, which we were able to achieve despite all these initial hurdles, and we take pride in that. Among the other smaller distribution chambers, we find that in one of them it was forest land. Usually forest land transfer takes a huge lot of time because files go to Government of Madhya Pradesh, Forest Department, then it gets escalated to Government of India, MOEF. And usually it takes 2 to 3 years to actually complete the transfer of land. But we are very happy to say that we could achieve that in a very short amount of time, and we not only got those approvals, we got the pump house to completed within our targets. Similarly, one of the distribution chambers and the pump houses was falling in under mining land, which was already allotted for mining. So we actually had to pursue with the government and get back that land in the interest of public. And we also were able to complete that pump house and the distribution chamber in time. Again, with the start, while we gained momentum for laying of the pipes, we faced the challenge which globally we all faced, that was COVID-19. The double whammy was that our working period actually collides with the time and coincides with the time that was there for the peak of Corona. So our working time is March to June, and for 2 consecutive years we lost that time. And in the third wave we lost about 1.5 months. So we lost about 2.5 years of working period. And despite that, again, we take pride in the fact that we were able to actually start our testing of pipes and our OMSs and our and the water could actually reach the fields in patches. And so far we've been able to complete 35,000 hectares of testing, and we hope and we plan, and which I'm sure we'll be able to complete all 63,548 hectares of commissioning in the Rabi season of 2023. And all our facilities, if you see the pump houses, the distribution chambers, the pipe laying, and our SCADA system and our communication system are state of the art, and much of it actually is below the ground, so sometimes people are not able to appreciate the amount of hard work and sophistication that goes into doing this work below the ground levels. So thank you.
As the first harvest approaches under this transformative irrigation system, the fields of Agar Malwa spring back to life.
नहीं मिलता था तो बीघे के कम से कम 2.5-3 कुंटल गेहूँ होते थे, अभी 7-8 कुंटल गेहूँ हो रहे हैं।
हमें पानी नेर चालू हुई तो हमें पानी मिला, तो हमें अच्छी, हमारे आखिरी टाइम पे सूखा रही थी फसल, उसको अच्छा फायदा हुआ और मुनाफा मिला हमें। अगर पानी नहीं मिलता तो कुछ भी नहीं कमा सकते हम।
साल पहले जो पानी की कमी थी वो हम अगले साल चालू हो चुकी है, उससे हमें बहुत फ़ायदा हुआ। अगले साल 2021 में पानी नहीं मिला था तो हमें कुएं में पानी नहीं था, और अब 2022 में हमें सर हमारे यहाँ पे कंपनी वालों ने चालू करके दे दी है, तो हमें पानी मिला तो हमें थोड़ा फ़ायदा हुआ।
आने वाले समय पे और ज़्यादा पानी मिलेगा हमें तो और ज़्यादा कमाएंगे हम।
सर गेहूँ बोए थे और ऐसी स्थिति थी कि कुएं में पानी नहीं था, फसल सूखा रही थी हमारी। जब लास्ट टाइम पे हमें नेर का पानी मिल गया तो उससे हमें अच्छा फ़ायदा मिला, अच्छा मुनाफा मिला, और हमें दिल में भी थोड़ी तसल्ली मिली कि भाई नेर चालू हो गई है, हमें पानी मिल सकता है, हम साग सब्जी बो सकते हैं, उसके हम पशु भी नहीं कर सकते हैं।
तुम्हारी दुआ है, बहुत अच्छी बात है, हमेशा के लिए अच्छा हो गया, हमेशा के लिए बहुत अच्छा हो गया, बहुत अच्छा हो गया।